My name's Elaine Bryson. I'm from the Holiday Project and I'm the project officer for the service.
Right, cool. So what is it the Holiday Project does or aims to do?
The Holiday Project is a small charity. Right. We've been running for 21 years and it was set up by a small group of people from Shortleys who had recognised that there was a gap for affordable holidays for, back then specifically, single parents from designated communities of Kilmarnock. That was Shortleys, Knockanlaw, Alton Hill. So they kind of came together, they became a constituted group, and they purchased 2 caravans, and the service kind of started from then. The need was really great. They had to purchase another 2 caravans, and they rolled the service right out over to cover the whole of East Ayrshire.
Right.
So what the Holiday Project aims to do is provide affordable holidays for anybody living in East Ayrshire, because commercial operators can charge through the roof.
Yeah.
So our holidays are more affordable, and they can save towards a holiday, and they can save towards spending money. And really it's a way of, you know, breaking down barriers for, you know, like social inclusion and, you know, improving health, mental health, physical health, bringing families together really, because families get disconnected in day-to-day living. So a wee holiday just brings them together.
Yeah, we used to have a caravan when I was young, and it's some of my fondest memories. You know, even when it rained, which is never really in Scotland.
No.
But when it rained and you had the rain battering off the roof, I just thought it's one of my favourite memories. You know, you're lying in your bed and you're cosy and you're warm, and the rain's battering off the top of the roof.
There's something a bit kind of therapeutic.
Aye, it's nice.
And relaxing.
Aye. So where are the caravans?
They're down in Sandilands Holiday Park, which is a Park Dean resort.
Right.
In Saltcoats. We've got the 4 down there. One's a disabled access caravan, and we provide the club passes, so our families get full access to all the on-site entertainment and facilities, and they have access to the swimming pool, and the beach is a 2-minute walk. So they get the full package.
Sounds perfect.
And yes, it is. But as you say, sometimes the weather doesn't really help.
But if they've got the entertainment package, then I'm sure there's loads to do.
There is.
Inside there.
There's kids clubs, there's bingo. We actually had one of our service users down at Easter weekend, and she had a big win in the bingo.
Did she?
Yes, she did. She hasn't disclosed how much, but we know it was a substantial amount, so well done her. And the swimming pool, we ask for feedback,
right,
and we also give the children questionnaires,
right,
as well as adults,
right, cool.
And a lot of kids get to try swimming for the first time and things like that, so it's not just a holiday, you know, the children learn skills while they're there, so there's many benefits. It's not just a holiday.
Excellent. So how did you get involved in the Holiday Project? You were obviously not there at the start. You're far too young for that.
Flattery. You're so kind. No, I was actually.
Right.
Yeah. I'm from Shortleys, and I was approached by one of the founders to ask if I would want to become involved in the committee, which I jumped at the chance because I thought, you know, this is something unique. I've never heard of this, and as a mum of 2, it was something that I thought, you know, we're lucky that we can get a holiday, but there are other families that can't afford. So no, this is something I want to be involved in. So I was involved right at the very start, and then we employed a project officer, Robin, who was brilliant, and he was there for a good number of years, but he found it was time for him to move on.
Right.
He had taken the project as far as he could take it.
Mm-hmm.
So I applied for the job when it came up. The job was actually offered to another lady,
right.
but she sent in a letter thanking them for the offer, but she had changed her mind, so
right.
Then the job was offered to me. Excellent. And I've been there for, I think it's 13 years now,
right.
And I love every second of it.
I can imagine. So how did they get enough money to buy the caravans to start with? Was it fundraising or?
It was funding from, and I can't remember the name of the funding organisation that funded us back then, and we got quite a lot of money. to get the caravans, because it's quite a big purchase.
Of course it is, right.
2 caravans, plus we had to find money to pay salaries and stuff, because back then it was full-time employment, and we also employ a project assistant. But over recent years, with dwindling funding, we've had to cut our hours, which myself and my colleague were happy to do, just to keep the job going and the service going, more importantly. But we that is part of my job, is applying for funding. I'm actually working on a funding to get 2 of our caravans upgraded to hopefully brand new double glazed gas central heated caravans.
Nice.
Wee bit of luxury for this fantastic Scottish weather that we have.
We met at the PB funding award down in the town, but it wasn't for salaries and that there. It was it fruit for kids?
Yes, we had applied for £500 to supply fruit for the families for this year. That was a service that we used to provide years ago, but then again, lack of funding, we had to think, right, we need to cut back on our spending, so that was one of the first things to go. So now that we've got this £500 from the PB event, we're certainly going to supply fresh fruit for every family when they arrive at our caravans.
That's excellent.
It's really good. It's just a nice wee welcome for them, but also encourage the healthy eating as well. So there'll be apples and bananas and things. And
so is there like a shop on the Sandyland site?
Yes, there is. There is a small shop. I'm not sure how greatly it is supplied, but stocked, but it is.
Get you by if you want.
Get you by, and there's a takeaway, there's a fish and chip, and there's yes, and there's a restaurant as well. There's also a laundromat. So yeah, we've got the fresh fruit.
Excellent. So I wanted you to tell me a wee bit about the Archibald Taylor Trust. I'd sort of spoke to you when we did the PB event. You kind of briefly told me what it was about and how people could get involved and how it helped people. But if you could give me a wee bit more detail, then that'd be great.
Right, the Archibald Taylor Trust, this is a big thing for us just now. It's a pot of money that's been lying sort of dormant for years that East Ayrshire Council manage. And they've been struggling to get people to apply to the trust. So they approached us because they felt that our service users could benefit from applying to the trust. So what happens is people can contact the project and ask us about the trust. We're happy to give more information on that. But there's set criteria around it, and the 2 main focuses are that you have to be currently living in Kilmarnock or have been born in Kilmarnock. And when we say born in Kilmarnock, we mean the old maternity unit, not Cross House. And when we say living in Kilmarnock, it has to be sort of Kilmarnock central. So outlying villages like Cross House, Kilmore, Stewart and Hurlford, they don't fit the criteria. Don't shoot the messenger, I didn't make these rules. So if you meet these criteria, you can certainly apply to the trust to get your holiday paid for in full. And we've had so many families benefit from this trust, and it's so easy. The first page is your usual, your name and address. The second page is your holiday details, why a holiday would benefit you, and the third page is for the GP to complete to sort of verify the medical condition. So a medical condition can be the physical or mental health. Because let's face it, in today's society there are many people suffering from mental health issues, anxiety, stress, depression, and a holiday can make a massive difference.
Huge difference.
So once the form's filled in, it comes back to us and it gets processed, and it's usually a quick turnaround, and you would know within a few days whether you've been successful with the award. The money gets paid directly to us. And the only payment that our applicants would have is a £30 breakage fee, which they get after their holiday. It's just to minimise damage. And we put that on everybody that books with us. Everybody has to pay a £30 breakage fee. So
that seems fair enough.
Yes.
Not really anything out of the ordinary there, is there?
No.
So who was Archibald Taylor?
Well, from a wee bit of research that I have done, he resided in Kilmarnock a great number of years ago, and he'd left his will for his daughter, his wife I think it was, and his daughters to have a holiday, but they wanted to I think when they passed on, they wanted the remaining money to be used for other families to benefit from a holiday, but in particular those who had health issues.
Right.
So
because when we spoke at the PB event, you were just saying what a difference it can make to people to get away and to just get better.
yes.
Almost over, even if it's just a week, just give them a rest and a change of scenery, and you know, what is it they say, a change is as good as a rest. Well,
That's
you're getting
exactly
both, aren't you?
Yes.
Change and a rest.
And as I said before, we ask people to give us feedback. We ask people questions when they're booking their holiday, and then it gives us a kind of good idea of the benefit after their holiday, because they fill in a questionnaire, or they can give us verbal feedback, or they can send us a wee message on our Facebook page excuse me, just to see how much the holiday has benefited. And you know, it's one of the things that always, their impact statements, you know, things like people going through cancer treatments, you know, just getting the break away from the hospital appointments or chemotherapy, and just feeling normal again, and part of society as well. We have families from, like, you know, outlying rural communities that that don't get a chance to get to the beach. You know, transport's expensive, things like that. A few years ago we had a single mum with 3 kids. The kids had never seen the sea before. It's crazy that today's society, you know, there's kids missing out.
I know, it's funny, but I remember visiting people down south, and they were saying that they set up a farm in the city. I was like, why would you do that? And they said, well, the city's so big that people don't get out to see. And to me, that was totally alien, but I think that's becoming more and more prevalent in the society that we're living in. People just not get the funds to get to the beach or to a farm, or it's difficult to organise, or you know, something like that. They just can't, they just don't get it.
And even for families during the summer school holidays, a day trip alone can be so expensive. I remember looking into, you know, a family, 2 adults and 3 kids going to Edinburgh Zoo for the day, and factoring in transport, it was something like £80 odd.
It's mental.
And you think, gee, you know, and that's just one day. Whereas if they go in our caravan for a week, you know, they're getting loads of activities flung in there, and they can venture further afield as well.
Do day trips up the coast or whatever, based from the caravan. So you touched on what Sandylands Park had to offer. I take it there's loads of stuff. It's not far from Saltcoats town centre, is it?
It's a 10-minute walk.
Oh, perfect.
It is, and you can actually walk along the beach. There's a path, so it's a nice walk along there. You can go along the main road, and it's all flat as well. There's no major hills to sort of struggle with, so no, it's 10 minutes.
We used to live down in Millport in Cumbria, and we still go down, visit people and all the rest of it. I tell you, it knocks me out. See the sea air, you do a 10-minute walk and that's it, you're flat. At night you sleep like a baby. It's absolutely fantastic.
It's funny you should say that. We actually had a family on holiday with us, and their daughter had mental health issues, and she was turning night into day.
Right, okay.
So she was sleeping all day and up all night. After a week in the sea air, she was out walking every day, so at night she was getting
proper
really
sleep.
good quality sleep, and she, you know, that one thing made a huge difference. It got her back into a routine.
We always say that we're going to see if there is actually any science behind it, but I've never met anyone. You know, when we used to live there, we'd have people down for the day, and they'd be like, right, we'll go out and party tonight, and so 11 o'clock, I'm beginning to flag.
It's that sea air, nothing to do with alcohol.
It was the sea air, it just knocked everyone out. So it's great for kids as well, isn't it? You know, if they're out playing on the beach and they're getting that fresh air that they're not used to, and then they'll sleep properly. When you get back up to Kilmarnock, then it makes a huge difference. They do feel rested and recovered.
That's it.
Excellent. So can you tell me about your management committee that you've got?
Yes, at the moment we've got 7 committee members. They're all volunteers.
Right.
Our chairperson, Anna, has been with the committee since it started 22 years ago. We actually had an anniversary event last year in November.
Right.
We felt it was really important to mark 21 years of the service.
Did she get a key to the caravan?
Well, no, not quite. But as I say, equally it was important that we celebrated her dedication for volunteering for all those years. So, as I say, we've got 7 committee members. We're always looking for more.
Right.
You don't have to have any great skills.
Right.
We're quite a informal committee.
Okay.
We're just looking for a committee that guide and steer, know the values, our aims,
Yep.
and that can help direct the project forward.
Right.
So we've got an AGM coming up
Okay.
on the 18th of May, and it's in the Danny Coffee Suite at the Northwest Area Centre from 10 till 12.
Right,
So
okay.
everyone's more than welcome to come along and even hear a wee bit more about what we do
Yep.
and ask questions, and if they're interested they could be considered to join the committee.
Excellent, excellent. It's worthwhile stuff that you're doing. You know, like, as a committee member, you can feel part of that stuff that you're doing and feel that you are making a difference.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm quite sure, speaking on behalf of the committee, I'm sure they would all say that it's a very worthwhile job.
Yeah.
We've got representatives from other organisations on the board. We've got some service users, because
Right.
their opinions absolutely matter,
Of course.
because they're using the service, so they're the best ones to guide us.
Exactly.
So yeah, we have a right good mix of people on the board.
Aye. So what size are the caravans that you've got?
3 are 8 berth,
Right.
and 1 is a 6 berth,
Right. Okay.
and that's a disabled access caravan. It's 12 foot wide, and it's quite long. I can't remember the length, but inside it's very spacious to accommodate wheelchair
Yeah, of
users.
course.
It's a lovely big caravan, and they're all well looked after, I have to say. Our other caravan, 8 berth, it was replaced last year, so it's double glazed and gas central heated.
love
So
that.
everybody's fighting for that caravan, and it's a shame because we can't fit everybody in.
No.
But it's a brilliant caravan, and the difference with gas central heating is phenomenal.
Do you know, as I say, we had a caravan when I was young, and certainly didn't have gas central heating, and it didn't have double glazing, I can tell you that. And when someone said to me, "Oh, my caravan's got double glazing and gas central heating," I thought they were pulling my leg. I was like, yeah, very good. What is this, April the 1st?
I know, and the thing is, a caravan is essentially just a tin can. I
Yeah.
mean, really, it is. There's nothing to a caravan.
Yeah.
So when it's cold, it's cold.
Yeah.
And when it's warm, and the very few really Scottish and sunny days that we get, Saltcoats.
Saltcoats is warm all the time. I remember from my childhood, Saltcoats was warm all the time. Never rains there.
Yeah.
Excellent. So we've got some quick fire questions to ask you. Favourite park in Kilmarnock?
K Park,
K Park, okay. Favourite thing about Kilmarnock?
definitely community spirit. The
Yeah.
people of Kilmarnock, absolutely.
Yeah, and I think it's underrated, the community spirit. I think there's a lot of people that don't think that Kilmarnock has it, but it certainly does. I've read a few stories this week alone of the community spirit that's going on, so I like that.
Yep.
Favourite place to eat in Kilmarnock?
I have to say memory lane for this.
Right.
Their salads are to die for.
Right, okay. Thankfully this is radio and you can't see that I don't eat a lot of salads. I'll certainly give them a go if they're recommended. Have you lived in Kilmarnock all your life?
Yes, I have.
Excellent. What are you most excited about coming up in Kilmarnock?
Well, this relates to food again. It has to be the news that I've read, and I'm really hoping that it is true that Seven Saints are going to be opening up a restaurant slash bar.
Yeah, well, I think it was John Finney Street that they were talking about,
Right.
subject to planning.
Right.
And I think it's got a good chance because it seems that the councillors were quite excited about that one as well.
It's just something a wee bit different.
Yeah. And favourite person from Kilmarnock?
I'm sorry, this was the first thing that I thought of, and it's Nuts the Squirrel.
Well, I think we had a sort of chat about these before the pod started, and we both decided that he did a superb job at the start of the season. He's been paid, he's made up for it with the second part of the season, but it must have been quite demoralising doing the first part.
I mean, you've got to take your hat off to him, I mean, really.
And he brings a lot of joy to a lot of kids as well, doesn't he? So
absolutely
great.
And it just shows you the standard of my thinking. I could have said Johnny Walker.
Excellent. So where can people get in touch with the Holiday Project, and where can they see what you're up to? Right,
well, we've got a small office. It's a triangle office, and it's based you need to come and see our office. We're based in Belford Mill,
right.
Brewery Road in Kilmarnock, and we've got a Facebook page, which is really our kind of most popular means of communication.
Right, okay.
By all means, you can give us a phone in 01563 524 800,
cool.
Or look up our Facebook page, which unfortunately I had to put my name to, because Facebook would be awkward. So it's Elaine Bryson,
right.
The Holiday Project.
Right. Well, I'll put links in the show notes on our website to that. So if people want to find out where to get in contact with you, they can come to our website and it'll direct them straight onto yours. And we'll tweet as well, and we'll follow on Facebook and all the rest of it, just to get the name out there. And you've got a website as well?
We have www.holidayproject.co.uk.
Perfect, a nice easy one.
I don't know if you saw my face trying to remember that.
Excellent. Well, Elaine, thanks very much for coming down and speaking to us today.
Thank you. It's a great opportunity. Brilliant podcast idea.
See, that's how you get on the pod. Just give me flattery and then that's it. We make it happen straight away. Thanks very much, Elaine.
Thank you.